Hello and welcome to today's exciting episode of Covens and Dragons. We are a group of crafters who met on the internet, and when everyone decided that they wanted to learn how to play D&D, I, Colette, your dungeon mistress, said that I would run a campaign for us. We've been playing for a bit now, and we've got quite a few episodes available on YouTube for watching if you're new to our channel here. We are adults playing an adult game, and as such, today's session will come with warnings for language, alcohol use, drug use, sexual situations, violence, general inappropriateness. If you are a child, this is probably not the best place for you to be. With all of that said, we will start with our character introductions. Let's go alphabetically this week, starting with Aniira, please.
I'm Heather. I play Aniira Corvus, a Tiefling assassin with lots of daddy issues.
Okay. Atreya?
I'm Allison. I play Atreya, Galanodel, a wood elf sorcerer with a lot of daddy issues.
Yes. Börghildr.
Hi, I'm Christine. I play Börghildr Vancehammer, an Outlander dwarf barbarian who was raised by wolves and subsequently also has daddy issues.
I thought you had mommy issues.
Oh, and also mommy issues.
Coral plays Jillie, who is our Gnomish Arcane Trickster. She will not be here for this session. Nano?
I'm Katie. I play Nano, a really tiny forest gnome ranger who doesn't have any issues with her own parents, but has issues with everyone else killing her egg baby.
And Verna.
My name is Jessie, and I play Verna Tosscobble, a chaotic bisexual stout plump halfling bard who runs on short patience and baked goods, who has no issues with any of the various daddies and or mommies.
All right, and Katie's up for recap this week.
Not me.
Oh, I forgot Thalia. Oh my god.
Yeah, you did.
Go, Thalia, go.
I'm Margaux. I played Thalia Silverthorn, a half-elf cleric who's pious to the point of being annoying.
That's what I get for trying to do this without looking at the list like I normally do. Now, Katie for recap.
That's all right. Usually I'm just singing the alphabet in my head every time, trying to figure out where I come in order, even though it's the same every time. All
I'm
right.
good as long as we go in order, but like backwards and posed.
Yeah. All right, so our last session had opened with all of us at the Quinn Inn, and we had seen Atreya's presumed dead father sitting at a table. We came together to try to investigate what his deal was. He had detectable conjuration and necromancy magic on him. Jillie played a good hostess, going up to chat with him and got some vague answers about how he was passing through town, heard there were interesting things here. He mentioned he was finishing up some business and would be leaving in the afternoon, but was super sketchy and vague on the whole thing. He didn't seem dead, but hard to tell. Verna went up next and approached with some bribery rolls and tried to chat him up because he's a hot daddy who looks like pointy Jesus. Nano, who already has no boundaries, was focused on her recently murdered egg babies, jumped in to ask him about fatherhood and other inappropriate questions to ask a complete stranger. We learn that he claims he's not a father himself and that he belongs to a sketchy Southern group that has strict rules about breeding and probably is racist, though we could not pin him down specifically on admitting that. He did admit that he is poopy, and we agree so far. Everyone in his town seems to look alike, and the whole scenario gave off strong inbreeding vibes, but we also couldn't get him to admit to that. He still wouldn't give a straight answer about fatherhood, but admitted that he maybe, if there maybe was an accidental baby or something, it would have gotten left in the woods by someone of his order, which tracks with what happened to Atreya. The convo heated up some more when Atreya popped up and called him dad, and he didn't really react and tried to leave, and Nano screamed the best line I've ever come up with in my life. "Sir, are you trying to leave your baby? We don't abandon babies here, we murder them." she's going to take some time to recover from what everyone did to her 2 sessions ago. It got spicy. Our amazing dungeon mistress tried really hard to get us to take things outside so we wouldn't fight and destroy the inn, and we ignored her attempts for a while and almost made some very bad decisions, but eventually got the hint, and we went outside. And Owlie misfired a poop bomb at him, and he fireballed us all to hell. Thalia got knocked out. Then Pointy Jesus Daddy cast a spell directly at Atreya and knocked her out too. We decided to allow him to disengage and fuck off, and we retreated and healed and went to the church. When we got to the church, Bishop Maxwell was shoveling topless like the thirst trap designed specifically for Thalia that he is. And we checked to see if the dead version of him was still there. We found it was still there, still dead. The conjuration magic was no longer detectable. And we decided that we would... Oh, and he did not have a scar on his face when the Papa Atreya at the inn did. The group now plans to consult Woodsman Duskin and Asher to investigate more about the dead body version dad and find out where it was in the woods and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on with dead and dad.
Okay. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but Atreya and Thalia, since you guys both went down last session, you do both have 1 level of exhaustion because you haven't had a chance to do a long rest. I know you guys did a short rest, so whatever you healed up to is where you should be at. Levels of exhaustion are on page 291 of the player's handbook if you need to look it up. Level 1, it just gives you disadvantage on ability checks. And with that housekeeping taken care of, does anyone have any quick questions about the status of their characters, etc.? Or do you guys just want to get into what you're getting into? All right, off to find Duskin and Asher. I'm going to drop you guys back in the Tillendale map so we can see what's going on. To Tillendale. Okie dokie. Who lives down with Clan 2? Nano, and is that it? Or did I have Aniira down in Clan 2 as well?
I think it's just Nano.
Yeah.
Nano, you're pretty familiar with all of the woodsmen. Again, Tillendale is not a very big town. Make a history check.
That's a beautiful 3.
Okay, you've definitely seen Duskin and Asher, but you're not so good with faces and you don't remember exactly where they live.
Can I wander around the area and see if it jogs my memory? Sometimes once I'm in the space, I remember a little better and I can get a vibe for where they might be.
Okay, so you guys are still at the church, right?
What time of day is it?
It's
Still
not
morning?
even lunchtime yet. It's pretty early in the morning.
They would probably be out like in the woods, right?
Let's see what day of the week it is. Yeah, it's a working day. They'd probably be out in the woods. But you could definitely get some more information about them.
Yeah, probably don't need to just like go walking into the woods without any idea.
Okay. So are you guys...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, are you guys exiting the church then, or are you still just regrouping there?
Nano doesn't have anything else she was planning on doing in the church now that we confirmed the dead body's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So Nano's good to go whenever everyone else is.
Do we think Quinley or anybody would be able to help direct us where to find these guys?
Or possibly the bishop.
So you
Bishop
guys
with
would
no shirt
know,
on.
since you live in Gillendale, that your best bet for people who are associated with Clan 2 would be going to one of the elves in the area. The train steers do generally run that clan. I mean, but everyone's pretty friendly, so you could pretty much go to anyone that you see down there.
But I'm trying to zoom in and read the house names.
Okie dokie. Let me pull up my notes for that page. By the fork there, you've got Khrushchev. Khrushchev
Yeah.
is a potter. And below that, you've got the smith, who I believe I named Smith. In good old medieval fashion, yes.
Nano wants to talk to Khrushchev.
Okie dokie.
I'm going with Nano because, keep Nano
Alrighty.
safe.
Atreya, as you leave the church, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As
From
you are
what? The
hit,
gargoyle?
you are hit with a little dart.
It was 6 points.
6 points. Oh, sorry, it's piercing, not bludgeoning. I read that wrong.
That makes a little more sense. Atreya takes the dart out of, I'm assuming, like, a shoulder. Just, come on!
Oh, can I check it for poison?
I would
Atreya?
appreciate if you did.
Mhm.
Should we?
What?
Go ahead.
What?
Should we take cover? The dart just shot at us. I feel like we should retreat back inside the church? Question mark?
Yeah,
Can
it's
I look
probably a
around
good
and see
idea.
if we can see where it came from?
Make a perception check, Verna.
What would it be medicine check?
Medicine
seeing
check for the
poison?
poison. Perception to see what's going on.
15.
Oh yeah, Verna, you totally see Daddy standing off to the side of the church. He's got a little blowgun. He's peeking around the corner. Margaux or Thalia, this is hella poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Atreya, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
10.
You take another 3 points of poison damage.
Excellent. Great.
I'm sending Allie away. I'm telling Owlie to fly further away to safety. I'm worried about Owlie in this.
Okay.
Hyacinth's still at the inn. But yes, let's all go back into the church, shall we?
Are you
I
guys
would love that.
doing anything, or you're just letting him sit there and shoot darts at you?
Börghildr has whipped out her hammer and is marching towards him.
I would appreciate if we would let Margaux or let Thalia heal me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's let her do her job.
Borgie, come back here for just a moment. Let's make a plan, and so that we can help you. Because this isn't just like, a normal guy that we can smash with a hammer. He seems to be pretty powerful and has already knocked a few of us on our ass, and I would like to not let that happen again. So pause and come inside
poisonous
first.
is bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. But however, you have not let me hit him with my hammer yet. So how do we know he's not hammer hittable?
We will get there.
We can't get close enough to him to be able to hit him with a hammer because of his powers. So as soon as we are able to, you are welcome to smash him with a hammer.
Okay. So you guys are going back into the kind of hall off the side of the church where the body was held. Are you closing the door, or are you just retreating into the area?
What kind
Closing
of
the damn door.
What kind of windows does the church have? Is it open windows, glass pane windows, no windows at all?
You're in kind of a shed off of the graveyard, so there aren't any windows. There's just the door.
Are there any like holes big enough to see through if we go in and close the door? Can we still see our outside in some way?
There is exactly one hole. It is big enough for a squirrel to get through. Atreya has been at war with the squirrels every winter.
But would you be able to see through it? Nano, you can make an investigation check to see if you can find any... I mean, yeah, you might be able to see through the cracks or something.
I would like to. Oh, sorry.
What was that, Nano?
19.
Yeah, you can find a couple of little cracks to see through. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to just keep an eye on him and see what he's doing once we retreat into the church, because I assume we're closing the door, question mark.
I'd feel more comfortable with the door closed for now.
I'll come back to you, Nano. Thalia, what did you want to do?
Cast protection from poison.
Protection from poison.
You touch a creature. If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison. If more than one poison affects the target, you neutralize one poison that you know is present, or you neutralize one at random. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance to poison damage.
That is very interesting. Okie dokie, you can do that.
Can I cast Cure Wounds
Yes, you may.
for the other damage? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And while you're rolling that, Nano, you see him kind of words. He scowls when you guys all go back into the shed thing, the building, and then you see him make some like magic-y gestures and point at the shed, but you can't really see what's there. You're like looking at the side of the shed, you're not looking at the front of it, and he gestures towards the front of the shed.
My Cure Wounds isn't set up right in Roll20, so it should be the 2 from my D8 plus my ability modifier, so a total of 4.
Yeah. So Allison, you can get back those 4 hit points.
I appreciate you all.
I would also like to cast Shield of Faith on Atreya.
Sure.
What does Shield of Faith do?
Shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC.
Okay, so I have a +2 bonus to my AC, and then on saving throws, I have advantage from the other one.
Against being
From
poisoned,
poison.
yes.
Against being poisoned. Okay.
Very
Just so
good.
I'm
And you can
up to
cast-
speed on all of it.
Alrighty. Okay.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
For my Thunder Wave spell, the 15-foot cube originating from me, is that all the way around me, or can I direct that like 15 feet in front of me?
You can direct it in front of you, but if it starts with you, you have to be the front of that plane.
Right. So I'd like to open the door and cast that on Not Dead Daddy. So I'd be stepping through the threshold so that the plane starts outside of the shed.
Okay.
What is Daddy's name again?
We don't have a name.
Okay, I will continue calling him Bad Daddy in my notes then.
Mm-hmm.
We have dead. And we have Dad.
I was calling him Papa Treya in my notes, which I thought was clever. Nano, who could see him well enough to see if he has a scowl, could I see if he has the scar on his face or not?
Yes, it was visible, and now you know to
I don't
look
really
for
care because Colette might have frozen. But he still just shot a poisonous dart at my friend. So I don't really care if he's got a scar.
Daddy we're dealing with. If it's another
Reconnecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back, Colette.
Yay.
I mean, there is a whole cult of them.
Okay, so, Verna, you go to open the door. You
Thoughts and prayers.
need to make a strength check, please.
Not a saving throw, just a strength check, right?
Just a check. Yep, just to push open the door.
Come on. Oh my God.
You do one of those, like, just kind of, you run up to the door to push it open and you thunk, and it's like when you try to, like, push a pull and just nothing happens.
I push a pull door is essentially what's happening right now.
So, nope, door does not open.
Do you want me to open it for you?
No. But can we not yet? Because now I'm like, what? Why the fuck?
Okay.
But I want Nano to tell us how close he is, if he's moved closer to us or if he's doing this like with his mind from far away.
I think he's doing this magically.
Yeah, Nano was thinking this is that spell that he just did to like lock us in the barn. Is that consistent?
Looking out your hole on the side, you can still see him. He's backed up a little bit. He's probably about 50 feet away from the... I keep calling it a barn. It's more of a shed. He's about 50 feet away from the shed at this point. You can still clearly see him far away. He's not standing in front of the door.
And when I could see his face scowling, could I see if he has the scar or not on his face?
Yes, you would know to look for it at this point, and it's a pretty big scar.
And it was there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it one of those face scars that like goes over the eye?
I think it showed up in the image that we found last time for him. Let me see if I can pull that up.
I.e. Pointy Jesus.
What did I search last time to get that?
Pointy Jesus.
I definitely did not search Pointy Jesus.
Oh, Katie put it in the chat.
Oh, you had it?
No, it's like on his cheek. Okay.
So hot. Before I ask Börghildr to like bust the door down for me, since he hasn't moved closer, he's not right outside the door. Can I cast Identify on it so I can tell if it's magic or if it's just stuck?
Are you casting Identify as a ritual, or are you using a spell slot to do that?
As a ritual.
Okay, so that'll take you 10 minutes then.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm giving you options. If you wanted to save spell slots, you technically could do that.
I do want to save my spell slot. So sure, let me put my hand on the door and just see how long in this I'm able to hold on to this while we figure other things out.
Okay. So while Verna is standing on the door making magical mumbles, is there anything anyone else wants to do in the shed? You're just touching the door, Verna?
Yeah, it has to be one object. And if it's the door that I'm not able to open, I'm touching the door.
Is this how sturdy is this shed, and is it like a standard, I don't know, slat board shed where I could ask
like the ones you get at Lowe's?
if I can ask Borgie if she can use her hammer to pull out like the bottom 2 boards on the side opposite of Papa Atreya so we could escape the shed from the other side.
None of you has any woodworking expertise. Let's see, what would that be?
She's
But Börghildr does have
hammer.
hammers.
Borgie does
He's
have a
straight.
hammer. Make an investigation check, Nano. You're kind of looking for weak spots in this.
Natural 1.
What would happen if Atreya just gets out her bagpipes and starts playing the bagpipes in the shed?
Are they magical?
They're just bagpipes. Would it confuse him?
You can try.
I can't even join in as a bard because I'm performing my identify ritual on a door.
Would it make everyone else in the shed deaf? Bagpipes are quite loud up close.
It would certainly be annoying. I would say deafness would depend on length of exposure.
As someone who has been very close to a bagpipe before, it's not going to make you deaf. It's just going to make you very annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone morally opposed to this idea? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Nana's on board. She likes music.
I'm busy doing a ritual, so as long as I can keep doing that.
Atreya gets out her bagpipes, which she has proficiency in, and starts playing the bagpipes.
Make a performance check.
I'm pretty sure with my natural 1 on investigating, Nano is currently
On ability checks, I have disadvantage. I have to roll that again.
It's true. All right, so
I got a 13.
It's okay. You know, it's not the best you've ever heard, but
It's a noticeable version of Shake It Off, but it's not the best Shake It Off.
Yeah. You are a little shaken, so
Yeah.
You know, Nano, you did a quick search, and it's a
Nana's trying to remove a nail with a screwdriver right now.
It's not a cursed shed, so you don't really know what's going on here. Not a bone in sight. You're very confused. All right. Verna, you cast Identify on the door. It is a door.
No magical properties?
No magical properties.
Why the fuck can't I open it? Borgie, do we think you can pry it open without totally smashing it? Like, if we need the door for protection later.
So my little hammers have that.
Like the
I don't know
claw
what it's
at the
called.
back.
Yeah, the claw.
Yeah. Can you try popping it open?
I would be delighted. Do I roll for that?
Let's make another strength check. You're trying to use the back of the hammer to pull it open?
The claw by like where the latch is. You know how you would like
if pop
we were
some of the nails
established
out.
criminals. Yeah.
Weaken it a little bit.
Borgie, make an intelligence check. You can make this with advantage.
Uh, 15.
You've been through this door multiple times recently, and you definitely remember pushing to exit the building. So pulling it open probably isn't going to be the most effective.
Well, let me get my other hammer then.
Verna just didn't seem to have the muscle behind it before.
Oh. Well, I mean, I have max strength.
Yeah, why don't you try pushing it open?
Is anyone
Oops.
help? Oh, that's the save. Just a normal roll.
Yeah,
Is anyone
sorry.
helping Börghildr? Are you 1, 2, 3 running at it? Or are you guys just letting Börghildr do it?
I'm
mean-
playing Taylor Swift songs on the bagpipes.
And Borgie's been able to like knock some shit down in the past, so I think we have full faith that Borgie's just going to plow it down.
Okay.
I've moved on from Shake It Off to Cruel Summer.
Mhm.
And they both sound exactly the same because I know there's multiple songs for bagpipes, but I've only ever heard like one.
But they all sound like that one.
All sound
Mhm.
exactly the same.
It's true. Börghildr, with your strength roll of 12, you run into the door and it definitely opens. Like it takes some muscle, but you're able to like force it open most of the way. You get it about 3/4 open probably, but definitely enough for someone to walk through.
Okay, Nano, is he still out there in the same spot?
Nana's running back up to the hole to look.
Make a perception check.
7.
You do not see him.
Nano says, I don't know.
Check.
Can I peek my head out the crack in the door and see if I can see him?
You peek your head out the crack in the door, and you see that there is a whole bunch of sticky webs on the ground and on the front of the shed and on the door, and this is probably why it was so hard for you to open it.
Maybe. Maybe it wasn't the kobolds who were stealing the spider eggs. It was Dad. And he wasn't just stealing the eggs, but he was using the eggs as a cover to steal webs.
But then he could use the web to throw back at us? Like Spider-Man?
That's the best I got.
Could it be magic web?
I think it's just a spell.
Probably, but like it ties in well with the last.
The last arc that you guys still haven't
Yeah.
technically finished, by the way.
Exactly. He could be
Oh.
involved. He was going up to see the spiders after all.
Okay.
Are these webs flammable?
I bet the shed is.
Like, isn't it like
might
attached to
be.
the dirt?
Is it attached to the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, fine, I won't set it on fire. Are they like if I were to freeze them, would they shatter?
You could try. You could also try to just walk across them.
Sounds sus.
Yeah.
any
Sounds
of
more
you
sketchy than
exiting?
just freeze it.
Are any of you exiting the building yet, or are you still just standing there with the door partly open?
I mean, none of us were big fans of the spider webs when we went to help the spiders. Hesitated to even help them.
Are the spider webs from floor to ceiling, or are they up high enough that Nano could sneak under them?
They're mostly on the ground. It looks like they're just, it's kind of a basically 20 feet in front of the little shed, and then kind of going up the door a little bit to kind of, it looks like he was trying to keep you guys in there.
Mm.
Does anybody have any really big scissors? Or like a knife?
I got daggers.
My daggers.
And
Daggers. A cane that turns into a sword.
How about a machete?
I have a lute with no string.
You have to get the machetes from your mother-in-law. Come on.
I have 2 in my basement.
Maybe we get the machetes from the bishop when Thalia finally marries him.
Oh, if we holler loud enough, will the bishop hear us? Is he still out digging a hole?
Wouldn't he hear the bagpipes though?
Well, sure, but that's probably normal.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have thought anything of that.
Yeah.
You don't have like a warning, like a SOS
Every-
you could play on your bagpipes?
Every once in a while, he just gets woken up at 3:30 in the morning from Atreya playing the bagpipes instead of meditating.
If you yell out to him that you'd like to drink some plain warm water, I bet he'll come running.
Atreya, how many hit points do you have
Oh, God.
Total or like currently?
currently?
Currently 25. God help us. That's never a good question.
Mm-mm.
Atreya,
Before that happens, Atreya yells out toward the bishop, "I'd like to join the church now, please."
you stop playing the bagpipes to yell that?
Yep.
Let's see if he notices you. Whoop! Don't drop my dice. The bishop kind of looks up and waves and says, "Happy to have you, sapling." And Atreya, you fall unconscious.
Oh, good.
Why 4? How come?
Change that 25 to 0.
Nope, you're just unconscious.
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Was the bagpipe playing too bad?
Like asleep.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Nana's feeling angry now. Nano's feeling the Borgy energy of wanting to go and hammer him for hurting Atreya.
Wanting to go and
I mean,
hammer him.
She's
If you can find
not
him.
hurt. She's asleep.
the question is, why am I asleep?
You blow the bagpipes too much and forget to breathe?
I'm thinking he's trying to like take her to get more information to find out if she is who she says she is. And I feel like we have to protect her from that happening. And I don't know if we can do both that and attack Daddy with hammers.
I don't think it's a good idea to try to attack Daddy at all. We probably were in
Yeah.
our heads from the beginning.
He hits really hard
Shh, you're asleep.
and for a lot of points. Atreya goes back to sleep.
Anyone? Anyone checking on Atreya?
I will check on her.
What are you doing?
Making sure she's alive first. Like, vitals.
Oh yeah, she's definitely breathing. It basically looks like she's just taking a nap.
Yeah. Gotta kind of slap her.
Atreya startles awake.
Hey now.
You
You're
were
a star?
unconscious. Are you okay? What day is it? What's 2 + 2? Can you follow my finger?
Who's the president?
Do you really want to join the church?
No.
Nano's so confused. Nano doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Still feel like we should get out of this shed and get further away from Papa Atreya.
I don't know if we're going to be able to. Number one, we'd have to walk over these spider webs. And who knows
Isn't like we said it was connected to, or you said it was connected to the church, right? Can't we go through is there a connecting door?
It's on the side of the church. It's not really connected. You do have to enter from the outside. It's this little building that Borgie is kind of on top of on the drawing.
Oh, damn it.
It's where they keep the lawnmower.
I was just gonna ask, what's in the shed? Can I do a perception check to see what's like around us?
Well, there's the dead body on the table, and
Throw the dead body.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's find something in the shed.
Throw the dead body out of the shed. Maybe that's what he wants.
To test.
Or to test the spider webs, but maybe what he wants is the dead body.
I'm for it. Let's pick this dude up and throw him out there.
Does anyone have a spell that can like clone something so we can make like throw a fake body out?
I have minor illusion, but it's 5. But it's limited. Like I don't think I can do the whole body. I could maybe do the head.
Could I do it with phantasmal force?
I like just the head. Let's just throw it.
I also like just the head.
Yeah.
I can create the image of an object, such as a chair, footprints, a small chest, no larger than a 5-foot cube. It can't create sound, light, smell, or other sensory effect.
So it wouldn't be able to touch the web to test it.
No, physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. But could I make like the image of a head rolling out the door, the decapitated head? And does anyone else have?
So I have phantasmal force, which we could make an illusion of a head rolling out the door. And if he fails his whichever save, I don't remember what it, intelligence check against my spell save, if he fails that, then he would believe that it's the head, even if he were like interacting with it. That's what we did with the kobolds.
Okay, but what if that pisses him off more?
I mean,
because
he sets the shed on fire,
and we all die.
What if we set the shed on fire?
We all die. We don't currently know if we can get out of the shed.
What if we use the actual
This is not a bad idea. What if we light it on fire and run, and him knowing, if he knows the body's in there, he's going in to get the body.
Let's split the head from the body. We'll throw the head. We'll throw the head out to test
Let's throw the actual head.
We'll set the building on fire and bail, and then he's going to
why not?
split. He's not going to know what to do. Is he going to get the head? Is he going to get the rest of the corpse?
Why not?
Do? He's going to be all bamboozled.
No, Nano's right. Why not?
He's going to kill us all.
Why not just throw the actual head?
Yeah.
I have a shovel. You have a hammer. We can get the head off.
What if his temper flares because we've cut the head off? Maybe he's attached to this body. Maybe it's his twin brother. Who knows?
Maybe he's attached to the body. Decapitating the head will take his head off too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like you guys!
What do you call that when it's like a?
Okay,
like a puppet or whatever.
If you don't want to send the head, what if we just send a hand?
We can
also.
Let's cut off his hand and then reanimate it.
A hand
is
probably easier to be.
Read the room.
Like Cousin It, and then it could wait, is that Cousin It? No, Thing in the Addams Family, and then we could send that out, and then that would test the spider webs, and then we could have the hand attack.
Y'all are unhinged, but isn't that like? Thalia, aren't you going to have an issue with that? Like desecrating a body that's already been blessed? Okay.
I'm like, wait a second. She did bless the body. Okay.
Yeah. And if that was going to hurt him, wouldn't have the blessing hurt him too? If they were tied together somehow?
Probably also the being dead.
Yeah.
And the spiritual or the magical autopsy.
I think our ultimate goal is to protect Atreya without pissing him off further.
So how do we get Atreya out of here?
Let's throw Atreya out of the door.
What if we
throw her out?
I mean, I was going to say use phantasmal force to make him think that I come out of the shed.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
But
that's
wait, you're
better.
unconscious, aren't you?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
Thalia slapped
Talia
me.
slapped her away.
Let me make sure there's not a size.
But we could make Atreya's head look like it's rolling out the door. Like, we've just killed Atreya, leave us alone. Like,
You
we
do not
did
wanna
your
fuck with
job.
us.
We took care of it for you, leave us alone.
I don't see any size limit on Phantasmal Force, and in fact, references being able to illusion full like bridges.
Oh my gosh, you could like roll out doing a somersault and jump up like Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Don't we have a thing? Don't we have a
Atreya's got to breathe
potion or
for
something
real.
that'll make us huge? Let's make Atreya enormous.
Oh my gosh, we do have a potion
Yeah.
that makes something an elephant.
Mhm.
Can someone remind me? Because it was sketchy. It wasn't what we thought it was.
Atreya, are you okay?
Every session, more and more unhinged. I
was waiting for you guys to recommend dismembering
I kind
them
of
so that you
like
could
the idea
slowly
of
feed
making
them
it
to
my
squirrels.
head.
Oh, feed them to squirrels.
I like that too.
Sorry. What did you say?
You don't want you don't want to bring down the wrath of a goddess, do you?
No, that's why we're not touching the blessed body. We're talking about fake apparitions.
Yeah, we're back to talking about using Phantasmal Force.
So, but the potion idea needs to stay in the back for a second. We got to keep that in mind. But I think Phantasmal Force to make an apparition of Atreya come flying out of the shed, like, here I am, and see what
Let's
happens.
go, motherfucker.
Okay.
Right.
So you
We don't
guys
actually know
are
where he's at
creating
anymore, so that might draw him out.
an
Exactly.
illusion. So are you doing this, Atreya?
Yeah, is it like my whole self? Is it just my head? Is it what? Sorry, I was dying in there. Sorry, I missed a lot.
I don't know, because
I think it should be her whole self.
Okay.
And like, let's send the apparition out and confront him and just see what happens.
Can Phantasmal Force talk?
It includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli.
If
Great, let's
he
stimulus him with
fails.
your weapons.
Yeah. If he fails the save, you would be able to deal damage to him, technically.
Yeah.
your head wouldn't, so it's got to be your full thing.
No, the spell does damage.
Mm-hmm. If he's within range and if he fails the save. Because Nano didn't see him the last time she looked out.
Yeah, I don't believe he just disappeared on us, though. Fucker
Yeah,
snuck
the
up
range
us
on this
again.
spell is only 60 feet. So.
Is that what we're going with?
Do we have a better plan? I think it's
better than
flawless.
desecrating the blessed body.
On holy grounds.
Yeah.
On holy grounds. Yeah. I already feel like I'm going to light on fire every time I come by the church. I don't need it to be worse.
I feel like Milky would approve of your sluttiness.
So the only thing is, like,
Who the
we're
fuck is
banking on
Milky?
him.
So
That's
our
the god
goddess.
that she prays to.
Oh.
We're like banking on him failing an intelligence save against my spell save DC, which is only 13.
So what do we do if he doesn't fail?
Then it doesn't work.
But he just knows it's an illusion then, or he doesn't
Yeah.
see it at all?
He would know
Okay.
that it's an illusion, I think.
So what's
So he'll
our
laugh at
plan?
us. Oh, fucking well.
Oh, do we have anything that we could send the poison arrow back at him, or the poison dart back at him, like shoot it back at him with?
I
I have
do
a
not.
javelin.
Is the poison exhausted after it shot at us, though?
I don't know.
None of you. Do any of you have proficiency in darts? I'm sure someone does.
I do not.
I don't think so.
Is it a simple weapon?
It's a simple ranged weapon. Actually, I'll say, yeah, let's just say darts.
I do
Someone
not.
probably has proficiency in looking at darts. You can see that this dart it doesn't have any type of like reservoir of poison. It was just coated in poison. So most of it probably came off in Atreya when it stuck in her shoulder.
Boo.
It's a good thought. Let's try this illusion. Yeah.
Verna, do you still have your bucket of cursed goo?
It's not cursed. It's just plain old goo.
Oh.
I mean, y'all, I remember, didn't we take something from Hyacinth's garden, one of the really poison things?
No, we just took aspirin.
No, you wouldn't let me take any of the really poison things. Nana wanted to make those plants, and you guys said no touchy.
When we went back.
No, because everything was dead.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Maybe if you had let me keep my baby and raise it, then my baby kobold could be helping us right now in battle.
Or your baby was a bomb.
Which also
could still help. Where is Hyacinth right now?
At the end.
Okay.
She likes hanging out with Quinley in the inn.
Warm in the kitchen.
And Olma always feeds her leftover fish off the bone.
He sits on the chair next to the fireplace. So are we Phantasma forcing then?
I think Phantasma, yes.
Right.
Okie dokie.
So it's actually a DC 13 that he has to beat.
What's the 22 mean?
15. I think it's just the spell set up incorrectly.
Yeah.
DC 13.
Yes.
He makes the save. And you hear him yell, "I see your illusion. I'm not fooled by it."
What do you
It was
want,
worth a
dude?
try.
I'm yelling back. What do you want?
To finish the job I was sent here to do.
Who sent you?
What's the job?
Oh my god, what do you think it is?
The job is to kill you.
He's trying to assassinate you, Atreya.
Get the fucking body.
The order sent me.
Ask him what his mission is. Somebody ask him what his mission is. He had mentioned a mission.
Yeah, what's your job here?
I'm a cleaner. I have to fix this mistake.
Is the mistake the dead body we're protecting?
No, it's Atreya.
I want to know if he knows about the dead body. Hold on.
The dead body is a mistake that I already rectified.
Motherfucker.
Maybe the dead body is my real dad.
We have to kill him then.
Because he would be a mistake too. Like he was the one who made the mistake.
And didn't cover it up appropriately. He left you in the woods to survive instead of killing you. This guy, how do we kill him?
No magic for genetic testing, and I'm very upset.
Make me the elephant thing. And when
Or
you
give me the elephant potion.
Yeah,
it just like makes you giant, doesn't it? It doesn't actually make you an
Doesn't do
elephant.
anything, but
we
we don't know how long it lasts.
Does it make my hammer big too? It doesn't matter. I don't need it.
It
I
doesn't
will smash
matter.
this guy.
We don't know how long it lasts, though.
Are you using your envigoning potion?
Oh gosh, what's the plan? If you do that, he can just cast a spell on you. Size doesn't matter when it comes to magic.
I don't know. I just got as far as smash.
And we can't see him still, right?
Correct.
Well, you guys are still in the shed. Is anyone checking?
Certainly not me.
I'll poke my head out
I
again.
was checking. Nano's
gosh.
checking.
Okay, Nano, make a perception check.
Not doing great. 8.
Yeah, Nano, well, actually. Nope. Nano, you still can't see him, but again, you are only looking out one side of the shed. You don't really have you're looking through basically like a keyhole trying to see what's going on around you. What's the plan, guys? Going out hammers blazing?
Porgy.
What's the worst that could happen?
We all die, but like, he
Yeah,
already wants
we
me
almost
dead,
did
so
at the
like,
end.
You stay here. I will go out. I will become an elephant. I will smash him. And then I will
Maybe we threaten him. No, just go for it. Just go, I guess. I don't want to see my friends die.
I have 43 hit points. It's fine.
All right, go. You're stronger and have more hit
Somebody's
points
holding.
than
I
all
think
of us.
Thalia, you
Yeah.
have the potion.
Yeah,
give
I
it to her.
guess I'll give it to you. It's the best plan we have, / only plan we have.
Okie dokie. So you are using I said you had 3 charges on that, right? 3 drinks?
That sounds right.
Out of the shed. Walk out of the shed before you take a drink.
I'm gonna walk out of the shed.
Please don't
it
break my
instant?
shed.
Should I drink it and then bolt out the door, or should I be outside of the door and then chug it?
Take a step outside of the shed, but like still protected by the door, and then drink it.
Yeah. Get ready to duck and roll so you don't smash the shed.
In my notes of this, I have written your fingers might turn into giant dicks. I
Yep.
want you to know that.
We have no idea what this potion is actually going to do. For real.
I mean,
It will make
our
something
other option is
large.
You
It
can
lasts
slap him in the face with a
one-
giant dick finger.
1d4 hours.
You also have it looks like a plus D6 extra damage.
Nice.
And you can rage.
Ooh, yeah, I can.
Mhm.
Fuck
Trying
it.
to kill
You
your
have to
friend.
kill him with your dick fingers.
Giant dick fingers. Here we go.
Okay. So is anyone else going for backup, or is Börghildr taking this on as a solo mission?
Nano is gonna play backup. Actually,
Nano the fuck is not. I have stopped Nano from leaving this building. We are not sending the.
fire arrows at him from the door.
I'm going to try
I
and slip out
assume-
behind her as well.
I assume that I need to be able to see the target to cast something like Cloud of Daggers. Is that correct? Because I have to be able to choose my 5-foot cube.
I would say you have to be able to see where you're casting it, yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep that on the back burner because I have that too. We could double whammy him with that.
I also have my spiritual weapon. Would it work extra because I'm in the church right now?
I think you should get advantage on spiritual weapon when you are in the church.
Well, you're not in
On the church
you're in the
grounds. We're on
graveyard.
the church grounds.
That's a good ask, but I'm gonna say no on that one. Maybe
anybody have-
later.
Does anybody have like a spell that like where you can like move, I don't know, like throw something out like I don't know, an eyeball or something, and have it like be able to see. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm-mm.
no, that where you can perceive outside of your own body.
Those types
No,
of
that would be
spells
very helpful.
do exist, but I don't think any of you have one of them.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, my hip just popped. That was gross.
Ooh.
It sounds painful.
My only concern about this plan is that I don't actually know where he is.
Right.
So if he's hiding or takes cover somewhere, I might not.
So
be
Nano knows where he was.
Yeah, I mean, we
And
know
Nano-
he's within like yelling distance.
Right.
What if he's invisible, like homie?
He's a white
main
man,
homie
they yell
dude?
loud.
What was the name of the homie that made himself invisible? What if he does that?
Anders.
Anders, thank you.
Yeah, I don't super want to get shot with a bunch of.
Are there any squirrels nearby that Nano can see through the hole and yell to?
The one that's Atreya's enemy. And the shield is
They're not gonna help us. She's been at war with them. Never mind.
Yeah, these scrolls and I. In
Unless
this
it's like
specific
the
shed-
unless it's like the gopher in Caddyshack, where it's more just like taunting for funsies.
That seems like some shit a squirrel would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say no squirrels around right now. All of the bagpiping noise would have probably driven them away if they were close.
Sorry.
Not to mention the lots of magical stuff flying around here.
Bagpipes were worth it.
Okay, so Börghildr is charging, and Aniira is sneaking out with her. Anyone else?
I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay. And kind of peek your head out so you can direct it as needed.
Yeah,
Okie dokie. All right.
but staying like making sure like Atreya is within like arm's length, but not inside of the door.
Yeah, if I can't see where he is, I have like nothing helpful. Sorry, guys.
Nana's waiting to see how this first strike goes to be able to run out after them and work as a ranger from afar.
Okay. So let's. Yeah, I won't let you guys get a first round because he's standing there waiting for you to come out. So it's not like you're planning to ambush him. So let's just roll initiative and then we can get going with this. Ooh. Oh, Nano, really?
Nano was waiting anyway, so
This is true. Okay.
Nano's really waiting.
How did that play out exactly how we were just planning it anyways?
Holy shit, yeah.
So so this potion gives me 6 extra hit points.
No, it makes you deal up d6 of damage extra. I think. Let me check my notes again.
Correct. It lasts for 1d4 hours. During it, you can deal 1d6 extra damage. And if it lasts for more than 4 hours, call your local cleric.
Does anybody know how to add that extra damage in? Well,
Just
You just have to roll a
D6
D6.
at the end.
yeah. So I won't have. Will I? Did we decide? Will my hammer get bigger too?
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got everyone.
We don't know what's getting bigger
Right.
yet.
You
To
don't
be honest.
know. You
Okay.
have not used this yet. Oh no, did I lose connection? Oh no, I'm good. Did someone drop out?
You're good.
No, Margaux said she'd be right back.
Oh, she just dropped off video. That's why she shifted down. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. So, first up is Börghildr. What are you doing on your turn?
I'm dashing out the door, chugging my potion, and entering rage.
Okay, so you won't be able to dash because that
Well-
would be one too many actions. But you can
Okay,
definitely
walk.
go out the door. You notice that walking on the webs, it's a little bit sticky. You can navigate it. This will count as difficult terrain for everyone else who's coming out. So half speed
About the webs.
on the webs for the first 20 feet out of the door. Börghildr, you chug your potion of embiggening. Roll a d4 to see how long it lasts.
Nope. How do you... I always forget how to do that.
There's a little dice icon in
R-
the top left-hand corner.
You can also do r/1d4. You have to tell it how many d4s.
There you go.
Mm.
So it's going to last for 3 hours. Note that down. And roll another d4 to see what happens.
Oh, God.
Börghildr, your clothes grew with you when you got big. But your pants are feeling a little bit tight now. There's an extra appendage down there that you're not quite used to.
Smash him with your dick. Smash him with your big giant dick.
Oh my god.
Dick hammer.
This is... Wait, I need a minute. I come back inside the shed.
You're going back.
No.
So you are now the size of an elephant, Börghildr. You don't
I
fit
am.
through the door.
Oh, I thought I just got a dick.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Your clothes
Okay.
grew with you. Your hammer grew with you. You are now huge.
Okay. Can I see where Daddy is?
With a big dick.
Does my dick give me any extra powers?
You don't feel any different besides being big and having that extra strength behind you.
Can it be used as a weapon? Is that how you get the extra D6? The D gives the D6.
Yes, sure. The D is giving you a D6. Practically speaking, no, that's not how this is working, but it's just a roll for effect. How far out of the shed are you coming? Once you're big, the webs aren't going to count as difficult terrain for you anymore because you're going to be taking much larger steps than usual. So it kind of counteracts itself.
Is my speed, do I still have the same speed?
Yeah.
25 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want to walk far enough out that I'm out of the webs.
Okay, so you can go about 20 feet, 25 feet out of the webs, however far you want to go. And if you turn, you can pretty clearly see Daddy standing just outside of the graveyard.
How far away is that for me?
About 40 feet.
Can he, not enter the church grounds?
Mm.
He isn't in the church grounds now. And then you wanted to use your bonus action to rage?
Yes.
Okay. And that is your turn. Aniira, what would you like to do?
So I stepped out behind Börghildr. Can I see around her?
Yeah,
And she
Börghild's now
just-
like 25 feet in front of the shed, so you've got plenty of clearance to kind of sneak out 5 feet and take a look if you want.
Okay, so I sneak out and I clear the doorway so everyone else can see outside as well if they are looking out.
Okay.
And I'm looking for him with my my short bow.
Okay. Yeah, he's about 50-ish feet away from you because he's kind of at an angle. What's the range on your short bow? I think you might be able to hit him.
Yeah, I have. It has 80 feet of range. I'm gonna fire at him.
Okay. And you wouldn't have your sneak attack bonus.
No, that's an extra roll. I can click it and make it go.
Oh, that's cool. But a 19 will hit, and he takes 9 points of piercing damage. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Aniira?
I can, if I click it, it has a whole another sneak attack thing now.
Oh, that's neat.
Nope. I'm just gonna wait and see where that goes.
Okie dokie. Next up is Thalia.
From where I am, would I be able to direct my spiritual weapon in a general direction that is close to where Atreya is?
You could peek your head out of the door, sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
And you've got a pretty decent range on your spiritual weapon, right? Is it like 120 feet?
60.
60? So with 60 feet, you can get it like right next to him if you wanted.
Okay. I'll put it there and then attack.
Okay, make your attack roll.
$17.
That will hit. What's the damage?
Oh shit. 6.
Okie dokie. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Say a quick prayer.
Noted.
Thoughts, prayers, and chicken nuggets.
Atreya, your turn.
If I look out the door of the shed, can I see him?
Oh, yeah.
He's about 50 feet away.
Yeah. As the crow flies.
As the crow flies. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at him.
Okay.
And I gotta figure out which one it is. Does a 22 hit? Yes, it does.
22 hits.
It only does 1 point of damage, but it's still 1 point more than we had before.
That is true.
It also slows his speed. His speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So are you just peeking your head out, or are you actually leaving?
Yeah.
So you're like peeking
No,
out
I am just
and
peeking
going...
out and then right back in.
Okay. It is now Bad Daddy's turn. He is going to... He's going to move closer to the shed. And... he's going to try to attack Börghildr. Does a 10 hit? I'm assuming no. Okay. He misses, and that's it.
Ha! What a
Verna.
loser.
Verna's up.
I am going to do a similar move as Atreya and peek my head out and cast Cloud of Daggers on him.
Okay. 60-foot range, 21 will hit. What's your damage?
13 slashing.
13 slashing.
Ooh. Good job.
44, that's interesting. Okie dokie, he takes that damage. Nano, you're up. At this point, there are 2 people kind of standing in the door, plus Aniira didn't really, you got out of the doorway, but you're going to have a hard time, like, doing the peek in, peek out that everyone else has done so far.
Well, she can fit under my skirt, so.
Say, can I slide under everyone's legs and slide myself out of the door?
We're just like the cartoon stacked out, like going around the corner.
3 raccoons in a trench coat.
Make a acrobatics check with disadvantage, because you have to do this through the sticky webs. Like, it's already difficult terrain.
Okay. I got a 7. 7 plus 5 is 12.
With disadvantage?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. You can crawl out, but it's pretty difficult. You're not going to be able to pop back inside, but you manage to kind of crawl between everybody's legs under Verna's skirts and get yourself out of the doorway.
Okay. And then how close is Börghildr to Bad Daddy right now?
Börghildr is
she
about
within 5 feet?
She's about 20 feet away.
Okay. So Nano wants to cast Hail of Thorns.
Come on.
Which
Okay.
is a bonus action. The next time you hit a creature with ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, it creates a rain of thorns and does some extra damage.
Okay.
So I'm casting that as my bonus action, and then I'm using my longbow to try to shoot an arrow at him.
Very good. Make your attack roll.
Jesus Christ. Nothing happens.
Okey
Nano
dokey.
is shooting herself in the foot with her roll of 2.
And we are back at the top of the order with Börghildr. Börghildr, he moved a little bit closer to you, so he's now within 20 feet.
I would like to.
Pick him.
Yeah, I want to run at him and stomp on him. Like, have you ever seen an elephant stampede? I want to do that to his face.
Okie dokie. Make an attack roll with your strength modifier. So you could just make it
Sure
like
don't
a
know how to do
strength
that.
check.
Strength check?
Yeah, basically. You haven't done this before, so you don't have proficiency in it.
In a 19.
Yeah, you... Let's see, what would the damage on that be? There's not really a good, like, stampede damage. Let me see.
It'd be like
Bludgeoning?
A bludgeoning.
Well, yeah, it's bludgeoning, but how much is it?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, and this is what I'm looking at. 1
Plus you
second
got-
while I consult all of the beautiful, beautiful animals in the back of the book.
Plus you got rage. Does that impact your damage?
Extra D6 from your dick.
You
Yeah.
have the extra Dick 6, yes. Let's call this a 2d6 plus strength attack. Plus your extra d6 from your embiggening and plus whatever your rage damage modifier is. So you've got to roll at least 3d6.
Plus what's your strength modifier?
5, right?
5.
So you're at
And then what's your
rage bonus.
what's your rage?
Is it just another d6 at this level?
I don't have in my notes what. So for rage, on my turn, I get rage as a bonus action. It lasts 1 minute. It gives advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah. For For some reason, I thought it also gave you extra damage. But it doesn't. Okay, so you do 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and Daddy goes down.
Woo!
Yeah, we have
Like
two
down,
dead daddies.
down? Or
Can we
like,
kill him?
Well,
I mean,
he's-
he was just stampeded by an elephant.
Yep.
You thought this was going to be a bad idea.
Can we cut his head off just to be sure?
Ooh! How about I stomp on it?
Stomp it.
I think we should allow
Smash it like a
Atreya
jelly
to do some
donut.
desecrating.
Atreya can cut his penis off, and
You
Börghildr
do have
smashes.
daggers.
She doesn't want to
Börghildr
deal with her
smashes
dad's
it.
penis.
Can I
Uh,
like cut his
it's-
hand off?
Yeah.
Come on, Thalia. Let's just let us desecrate this body.
I said Atreya should get some desecration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atreya would like to cut his hand off with her dagger and also whack him upside the head with her shovel.
Ooh.
Atreya. You can hit him with his own hand and say, quit hitting yourself.
All right.
I would also like to do that.
So when he goes down, the webs in front of the shed disappear.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it takes you, probably a minute to gather your senses and decide on this plan.
Does the body in the shed stay the same?
Are you checking
I'm
that
not-
before you go out?
Yes.
I will, because I'm not desecrating him. Someone who's not going out should check the body and stay with the body.
Okay, Verna,
Also,
make
Verna
a
knows him best.
perception check. Do you have skill in medicine?
I do. I'll make it.
I am proficient in both medicine and perception, whichever one.
Okay, whichever one is better for you.
Thalia, do you want to go?
Sure. Like, this is the only time I get to be useful, okay?
You're useful plenty of other times. We just ignore you.
Piousness.
8.
8. The body appears to still be a body.
That's good.
It's still there. It still
I mean,
looks
could be
the
worse.
same. So it takes you guys a little bit to all gather around second dead daddy. And he suddenly sits up and draws a gasping breath.
I hit him in the head with a shovel.
You
Yeah,
hit
are we
him?
still in initiative? Who goes next?
Well, you're out of initiative because he went down. You're just
Okay.
gonna hit him
Smash
with a
away,
shovel?
Atreya.
Make an
Yeah.
attack roll, Atreya.
Do I just roll 1d20?
Plus strength.
Nope, did it wrong. God dang it. How do I get to these dice somewhere?
Just do the strength check on the left. It'll do the same thing because it'll add your modifier automatically. Just click the word
Oh,
strength
okay.
on the far left.
There we go. It's a 6. Yeah,
It's a 6.
a lot of nothing.
A 6 does not hit him. You are so startled, you swing a little bit
But I
high
miss.
and miss his head. He's a.
Can I cat?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
You're in the shed looking at the body still. This is happening at the same time.
Oh, okay. JK.
Now can I stomp him?
Yes.
You want to stomp him again?
Yes.
Another strength check from Börghildr. Yeah, you stomp him and he goes down again.
Now stay down.
Colette looks full of mischief. I'm afraid that we have made a mistake.
Well,
I would still like to cut his hand off.
Can I
We
do a perception
don't
on the
make
body?
mistakes. Yes, really.
When someone comes back to life after you kill them, usually it means that there's something they have to say, but you know, you can also
We're
just
not
kill
here
them,
to-
that's fine.
We're not here for it.
We're not taking any
I'm
chances.
gonna loot his body for notes afterwards, so maybe he had it written down somewhere in his diary.
Wait, can Verna do a perception check on the dead body in the shed?
Yeah. Can I do a perception check
What are you checking for?
to see if anything has changed with this guy? Like if he's trying to spring back to life.
Sure, you can make a perception check. Yeah, he's still very dead.
Okay, good. Let's
Is
keep
he
him
like
that way.
starting to smell?
I mean, it's only been about. You guys aren't even to lunchtime yet. It's still pretty early in the. Bishop Maxwell told you he was starting to get a little bit ripe this morning, and that's why he wanted to bury him today. But like, he hasn't gotten any worse in the 20 minutes you've been sitting here.
Okay.
All of this happening before lunch. It's like day drinking has got to occur after. Like,
Yeah. We still have to investigate a crime scene, don't we?
Okay,
I don't know.
Atreya, you wanted to cut this person, Dead Daddy 2's hand off?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Why not?
Make a medicine check to see how good you do amputating?
Make it a clean cut
oh God.
or a ragged one.
Yeah.
That's real
Atreya
bad.
uses her shovel to do this.
Yes.
And it's messy. It's real messy. It's ugly, and she kind of smashes the hand too as she does it. So I at least a couple of the bones get broken in this process.
I can Nano
Atreya would
intervene?
like to gift Nano this hand after she slaps him in the head with it.
So beautiful.
Oh God, he's
Sure
on
you
the
want
church
Anna to
grounds
have
now,
this?
isn't he?
Thalia, what does the bishop do with bodies that don't deserve religious blessings?
I don't know. I'm not the grave digger.
They
Should
go in the pit.
Can we
Get
burn
out
him?
back.
Let's burn him.
Okay.
The pit.
He's still-
Out back.
is he
Pauper's
on the-
burial.
Bones.
Is he on the church ground?
Is he on the church grounds?
Yeah, we're in the cemetery.
Yes, you are technically in the cemetery proper now.
I mean, it's a great place
clean
to
that
die.
up.
Too many people talking at once. Was there a question in there, or were you guys just talking?
I think we were just both making smart remarks
As long as I didn't miss something.
about a
Next time I
cemetery
go to
being a good
Yaris, I
place
should
to
ask my
die.
dad how to smite.
Yeah. Maybe someone
There's a
needs to learn
spell
how
for
to
that.
smite. It's gotta be. I don't have any fire spells except for fairy fire, which doesn't do anything except for light them up. But
Yeah,
if
all I
Borgie's
have is-
still huge, Borgie can just pick him up like a mouse by a tail and take him to the pit to be burned.
Borgie is still huge for another 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
We're gonna have to eat lunch outside, guys. They're not
Yeah.
gonna let us in the end.
I'm gonna need a big lunch.
You're just gonna have to pop the top off of the keg and drink straight from the keg.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just.
Before we let Borgie carry him off to the pit, we do need to go through his pockets.
Oh yeah, we need to loot him. So are we out now of the shed? Can we come out and help loot?
Yep. There's enough time has passed now. You guys can all come out and join up together around Dead Daddy 2.
Atreya, make sure you take his golden. I'm actually just going to pull the golden oak leaf thing off of him and give it to Atreya.
I put it in my pocket. Actually, no. Because it's a pin, brooch. I attach it to my necklace.
Okay.
Trophy case.
We're gonna have to figure out how to make known to the order thingy that you're dead.
Or they're gonna send someone else.
Okay. Who is
We might-
checking pockets?
I
I'll
am.
check the pockets.
Atreya?
Atreya is.
Too many volunteers. I vote Atreya get this one. Make your investigation check.
11.
You can go through his pockets and you find ba-doop. He is wearing a necklace that has a gold amulet hanging from it. The amulet has a sun and some writing around the edge. He doesn't really seem to have too much else on him besides the darts, some extra poison darts, very similar to or exactly the same as the ones that he shot you with earlier.
What is the writing in?
Thalia, what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
It is just Elvish.
What does it say?
Yes,
It
what does it say?
says-
I also speak Elvish.
Yeah, it just says for good luck.
Does he have a poison dart gun too? Or like a whatever you shoot poison darts out of?
Yeah, he's got a little blowgun.
I give the blowgun and the poison darts to whomever want them, either Nano or Aniira. Do you guys want them? Who wants the poison darts? Aniira?
You guys need to check if you have proficiency in, I think that's a martial ranged weapon. Yeah, that's a martial ranged weapon. So if you have proficiency, you can use it. Otherwise, you'll have to practice using it to gain proficiency in that weapon specifically.
I don't have proficiency in that, but I do have proficiency in poison, so I don't know if that'd be better just so I hold on to it instead of Nano.
I'll put the other dart that I had taken out of Atreya into the empty one.
Mm. Yeah, it's got like a little pouch of them.
Yeah, I think Aniira should at least hold on to them.
We have to make at least
Also-
one sane choice.
Yeah, also, we don't know if Jillie has proficiency in it. So, hold on to it and we'll find that out later when she rejoins us from her baking adventures.
Mm.
Oh, Atreya.
Anything else on his?
What if Nano does a perception check to see if there's anything she can craft out of, to see if there's anything else that we find?
Well, Nano can do some really fucked up cursed items with body parts, so I'm sure she can find something.
She does have a hand.
She's
I was-
fairly occupied trying to figure out how she's going to keep this hand from stinking, and so that you guys won't make her get rid of it.
I was more thinking like he's dressed very nicely and may have some gold buckles or trim or something that.
That is a good point.
Is that something Nano would be interested in?
Well, Verna would be because Verna's a jeweler.
Yeah.
Okay, one of you can make an investigation check for fine items to pilfer.
I'll do that. 15.
He does have silver buckles on his shoes. They look pretty nice. But you're not finding too much else as you look at his clothes. Like, he's got decent traveling clothes if you wanted, like, this is actually wool, not spider silk, like most of you guys are wearing. But the nicest thing that he had was definitely the